it's the best of both worlds. I can be single whenever I want to be. So I'm just really gonna stop there because there was one really that I guess I agreed with when I was in that particular situation about being the side chick. Okay, well let me be honest. I wanted to be a side chick just because I wanted the man. I didn't necessarily want the title of side chick, but I wanted the person that was in the relationship with the other person. And I think the reason why that I was cool with it is because he told me that he was unhappy in the relationship, but he was still in the relationship and still stayed in the relationship. So I thought that I was like being superwoman, swooping in on this relationship and saving him. You know what I'm saying? So I was really
The
like,
Captain Save a Hoe.
I was the Captain Save a Ha. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the reverse situation. So I was like, oh, I'm the blessing in this relationship. So I was cool with it. I never went into it wanting to hurt the other person, hurting the woman. I wasn't thinking really about her. I was more so thinking about myself and my needs and what I wanted. So I don't know why people think the term of the side chick is cool, but I'm just trying to think of the headspace that I was in when I was doing that.
So for me, because mine was a little different, I was really, I'm not even gonna blame it on the fact that I was 18 and stupid, but I was 18 and stupid. But I felt like I was in a relationship with him prior to that for a long time, and so when we separated, because he had cheated and all kinds of stuff, the fact that he cheated should have made me be like, I'm not messing with you no more.
Right.
But in the physical realm, I was like, he still kind of belonged to me. So it really didn't matter who he got with any more. I could always go back and get what I wanted. So that's how I became a side chick, because he was in a relationship with somebody else. And I was like, okay, well, I'm still going to hook up with you whenever I want to, because you owe me that because you cheated on me. So I don't care about her because she didn't matter because I was there first. Yeah, I was really ratchet, really ratchet. I'm glad I've been delivered from that. But
And
that's how I justified it. I was like, men do it all the time, and I'm not tied to him, so I can come and go as I please, and I can still get what I want from him.
yeah,
And yeah,
yeah.
man, side chickery is horrible.
Side chickery. You've coined another word, Shawnee.
Exactly.
Well, and then being in that mindset too of, you know what, I'm just gonna do me. Me, I just wanted to get what I wanted. I had some needs, some itches that needed to be scratched. And I wasn't 18 at this time. I think when I was 18, I was still trying to figure stuff out. So I wasn't in that role yet. But I was a side chick as a grown woman. So I don't think that that makes anything any better, being in that situation, even as a grown woman. But um, I didn't value myself. I didn't I didn't have conversations around like, hey, you deserve better, or you shouldn't be in this type of situation. Or if you want to be with him,
Right.
like, wait till he's not married, or wait till he's not in a relationship. And guess what? If he's in a relationship with somebody else doing this, if y'all do get in a relationship, what do you think might happen to you? I didn't stop and think about any of those things because it was just more of a physical thing. Like I wanted that physical thing from that person, and I didn't care what I had to do or who I had to hurt in order to get what it was that I needed.
Yeah.
And it
And
sounds
it goes
processing this and as I'm saying this, but to be honest, I guess I really didn't care. I was just like, I got a
right.
need to be scratched, and you can scratch it.
Right. And so, yeah, it's easy to say, like, you weren't trying to hurt the other person, but, doing it behind their back. If you weren't trying to hurt them, then you could just be open and honest about it and be like, hey, we could all be in this together, but it don't work like that. And so, for a big part of what I came to understand later in life was I had a huge issue with voids that weren't filled in my childhood, which made it seemingly okay to me that I would do things like that, because not only did I have like parental abandonment issues without my dad being there, and then I had emotional abandonment issues with my mom, being molested and things like that. It made it it came to the point where like sex wasn't a big deal to me. Like, let me give it to you before you take it from me, so
Mhm.
then I feel like I'm in control. And so being that side chick made me feel like I'm empowered, I'm controlling this, when I was not controlling anything. And he was really getting like the best of both worlds, because he had a girlfriend that he could take out and do stuff with, and then he would just see me in late nights whenever I would come through or whatever. And but I felt like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm bad B, I'm, whatever, because I hadn't dealt with those past hurts and traumas in my life.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. It reminds me of a good girlfriend that I had back in the days. She was so good at getting things out of men. Like she was so good. She could get money, she could get cars, I mean vacations, clothes, like it didn't matter. And her mindset was exactly like what you said, like I'm gonna get you before you can get me. And she would never commit to like a relationship. Um, and because of how beautiful she was able to like grab like NBA players, actors, like
Dang.
I just seen her like seriously. And like I was privy to see this thing with my own eyes, and I'm like, man, you have all these dudes that are like chasing you, but you have these, type of commitment issues. And the commitment issues stems from her father actually being absent. And so then she developed this mindset of I'm just going to get whatever I need, and and that's it. I mean, she didn't care if you were married, if you were in a relationship. Like I
Mm-hmm.
mean, will go to the house, do whatever she need to do at the other person's house in the bed or whatever. It just, again, just that mindset of not really knowing her worth. Again, the absent father and just all these things. And I'm like, dang, how do we get ourselves in these situations? So the Bible says a man that finds a wife finds a good thing and receives favor from the Lord. Now, everybody don't want to be a wife, Shawnee. I realize that everybody doesn't want to get married. Christian marriages, I mean, you could see a really bad picture if you're looking at all these Christians that are getting married and they're getting divorced, or they're not able to work through problems, or there's infidelity or whatever it is that's going on. A lot of people don't really want to get married, but when I looked at that scripture, I thought, I'm a good thing. So because I'm a good
Right.
thing, I don't want to be the second thing. Like I have to be the number one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was a thing for me that helped me to come out of that type of mindset. Besides the fact that my heart got hurt, all my feelings got hurt. I thought that I was, oh, I'm gonna do this before you hurt me. Oh my God, that messed me up so bad. I had so much trauma from being in those type of relationships. I think I was in two of those. Look, I think, yeah, I was in two of
It's
them.
hard to keep track of side chick stuff because it's not committed relationship, so you don't really count that one as a relationship.
I was like, wait, let me think. But it was one where I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. But there was one that really, really kind of like, it could have damaged me. It could have took me up out of here, because I end up catching feelings for him. And it moved from like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I just want to get what I get, and you get up out of my house after I'm done getting what I need, to now I want to cuddle with you. I want to kiss you. I want to go out in public with you. I want to do all these type of things with you. And of course, we couldn't do anything like that. Then I started to feel stupid. So
Right.
you're sitting there feeling stupid about accepting this, because it seemed like some men are really good with presenting their mess. They like, hey, this is me. This is what I got. Like, you can take it or leave it type of thing. And then you sit there and grab it and you like, oh yeah, I can handle this. I can do this. And then you get your feelings hurt. You crying, messing up your makeup, cussing him out, trying to beat him up and doing all this other stuff. But he didn't,
Scratching up cars, bleaching clothes.
bleaching clothes, calling his mama, his kids, his wife, you blowing up the whole spot because you all upset and everything. You didn't sit there and caught these feelings. But we didn't really, like, I wish I could go back in time and just love myself more, or receive God's love for me more, because if I knew God's love for me at that time, I wouldn't have settled to be like second class, because that's basically what you put yourself as, second class, and I'm first class. Once you ride
Right.
in first class going back to coach, you be like, mm-mm. Like, I want my
Mm-mm.
I want the whole experience of being first class. And sometimes as women, we can accept that coach role, that coach position, when God is wanting you to be first class.